Hello and welcome to Tarot Insights for the week of December 6th, 2021. Oh my goodness, this year has just flown by. In some ways it's dragged by, but I don't know. It just keeps going and going and going. This year has been like the Energizer Bunny. All right, every time you think it's, come to an end, it just picks back up again. Hi, Mindy. Glad you could join us. Hey, Cindy. Glad you could come on in. All right. Well, I see people starting to come on. Marty. Hey, hello. All righty. I have to show you this. I got this from my friend Juno. I'll try to put a link to the page for it. Hi, Elizabeth. But I got this really cool divination tool. And I want to show you. Hi, Susan. I want to show you this divination tool that I got. Let me just set it up. She did not ask me to do a little ad for this. It was like $35, very reasonable. It comes with a little book, and it's a simple guide to charm casting. Anyway, I got this and Dave and I were playing with it. It's really cool. So it is, let me show you what it is. So you have this little mat, right? Whoops, the words are backwards. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. There we go. You have this little mat, right? And it has the words on it. And then you have these charms, right? It's a little bag of charms. And you ask a question like, oh, what's the energy going to be for this week? And you pick them up and you just drop them down. And then any that aren't, any of them that aren't on a square get put back, and then you read it. And so this would be, we're going to start doing this just for today. So Juno Carlson made this up. Hey, Mary Beth, glad you could join us. I'm just demonstrating this really cool little divination thing I got from Juno, and I'll put a link on if you're interested in buying one for yourself. So opportunity, I get a book. And so, but remember, this isn't just for me, this is for everyone. And so the opportunity is, I think, to either start writing or read a book or start writing or gain some wisdom, maybe take a class, gain some wisdom in some way. Now, this is kind of your inner essence and spirit and opportunity. And we have these tools like sewing tools. And to me, this is creativity, but it's also fixing things, right? You've got little scissors. And so I really feel like we have an opportunity this week to fix some things that may have been just not right. But remember, it's in the middle. It's kind of an opportunity. It's also in spirit. And so you may find by following spirit's guidance, or maybe even about your connection to spirit, there's been opportunities to fix things. Now look at this. We have money in between challenge and spirit. And so you may find that there's a little bit of a challenge about how to deal with money in a spiritual way. Like, maybe it's like, oh, do I spend money on my family or on my spiritual growth? Like, how do I balance my challenges and my connection to the divine? And also, maybe some of us are getting a little disheartened about the economy, but let's not let it challenge our connection to spirit. Now we have emotion, and we have this maple leaf, or what I think is a maple leaf, and that makes me think of maple syrup. And leaves are also where we get our a tree gets some of its nurturing through the leaves. It gets the light and everything it needs. And so two things. One, I would really feel that there's some opportunities for some sweet emotional happenings. That's the maple syrup. But also recognize that if we ignore our emotions, we're ignoring part of how we get our nurturance. And so let's make sure we take care of our emotions. Now, in creativity, creating, we have the mask and we have the moon. And so the mask, to me, can be that you may find that your creativity may be hiding a bit. But maybe if you recognize that it may not be easily seen by the moon, the moonlight, it's hard to see things. The moon also is in the daring phase. See how it creates a D? So it is a waxing moon. So our creativity, it may be in a small phase, but it's getting bigger. And so if you're feeling creative this week, it's going to be important to make sure that you're looking at, how am I creative? Creative isn't always, artistic. We always think of creative as tap dancing or writing a book, but maybe you're creatively figuring out how to manage your pocketbook. Remember, we have this money challenge here. But also with the moon in the daring phase, it's be daring about your creativity. So I'll put a link. This is just a little thing I got, a divination tool that I just love. And I'll put a link to Juno's thing. She didn't ask me to do this. I just have been having so much fun with charm casting. And it comes with a little book so you can look up, the meanings of the different, like mask, it says illusion, pretending, make-believe, deception, hiding your true face. So what I saw for mask was a little different than that. And I would go more, Juno gives you some good hints and things to start, but just like dreams, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your own interpretations more. Now, let me get back to me. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little charm casting of Juno's for the week. But let's now look and pull a couple tarot cards. So what's the energy for Monday? Monday is, I am not going to stress out. I am going to free myself from that which binds me. And I am just going to let go and let God kind of thing. I just can't be so tied up in knots. And so Tuesday, we refuse to be confined by our emotions and our mind, and we let go. Tuesday, we have, I am not going to worry about long term. It's kind of a similar message, right? I'm not going to worry about long term. Let me just get done what's in front of me now. I'm not going to worry about the big picture. I'm just going to focus on taking care of the little things right now. On Wednesday, we are saying that we are not necessarily feeling, thank you, that we're not necessarily feeling that social. And so Wednesday, we may not be wanting to be out and about. I wouldn't plan Wednesday as an overly social day. You also may find there could be some stock market issues on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're feeling like nobody loves me. I'm going to eat some worms, Well, you're the one that decided Wednesday you weren't feeling social. And so if you're not hanging out with anybody on Thursday, look back to Wednesday and make sure you didn't alienate someone by being antisocial. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying I don't want to be around people, but it just shows that on Thursday you may find you may be experiencing feeling a little bit alone, but it looks like it may be because of actions you took on Wednesday or things that happened on Wednesday. On Friday, you were like, I have stuff to do. I've got to get moving. And so the beginning of the week is really just you kind of like getting the to-do list done, staying focused, staying home, doing little things, that add up in the big picture. But by Friday, we're like, okay, now we've cleared off that. Now I am ready to move forward again. Saturday, we're feeling like we're on top of it. Oh, yeah, Cindy, I think that's a common kids expression, right? Nobody loves me. I'm going to eat some worms. Anyway, Saturday, we're feeling on top of it and we are raring to go. Saturday, if you have a lot of things to get done because you took it a little slow during the week, Saturday's a get her done day. And then on Sunday, we're really looking about I need to be a little more even with my energy. Where am I using my energy that's not returning to me? And Sunday may be a good rest day and a calling back your energy day. So that's kind of the message. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull a crystal card, if I can figure where I put them. I had a client in my office today, and so things kind of got put all over the place. Oh, here they are. Okay, so let's get our crystal message for the week and then see what Spirit has to say about that. So what do we need to hear this week on maybe a higher level? What do we need to hear, see, or know about this week? Boy, find a way to forgive. You know, my guides immediately are going into this nurturing, rocking energy. And I think this has to do with forgiving past mistakes. And so, how can we look at forgiving ourselves for past mistakes? And how can we look at forgiving other people for their past mistakes? So often we concretize a person to the place they were emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically when they hurt us, right? Meanwhile, maybe they've grown, maybe they've changed, maybe they haven't, but maybe they've grown, maybe they've changed. And so let's not set ourselves in stone and keep assuming we're going to make the same mistakes. But on the other hand, let's learn to forgive others and let them have the opportunity to have grown. So rhodonite is our crystal of the week. The message is about forgiving past mistakes, both our own and others. And recognizing that, we make the best choices based on the consciousness that we are at that time. A lot of us, most of us, grow and mature over time. And so we can't beat ourselves up over things we've done in the past because we didn't have the knowledge and the wisdom and the years on us that we have now. And so let's let some of that go. All right. Find a way to forgive. I'm going to see if I have any rhodonite, and if I do, I'll post it as the crystal of the week. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful week. I'll put a link to Juno's charm casting kits if I can find one, and I hope you enjoyed that. I just figured it was fun. We just do it this week. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.